in-laws can be difficult, especially if you are married by the breadwinner. Mimi sijui hii kazi ya lazima mpike na in-laws ilitoka wapi. Wewe chomoka na ujipikie. Biu sana. Why should my mother-in-law come in the house and storm like she wants to teach me how to cook for my husband? I cannot believe that I'm supposed to be taken to the maternity by anybody else apart from my husband. This is his baby. If you see a marriage ending because of in-laws, the two spouses allowed it. Wacha kuchukua bibi upelekee mama yako. Haujaoa kwa sababu ya mama yako. I don't like this message where parents come and they start saying that tumepata mtu wa kutuchotea maji. I cancel that statement immediately. When you get married, understand you are grown-ups. Keep lanes. This is your wife. Keep lanes between your wife and your sisters. As a gentleman, never do a WhatsApp for dowry negotiations. So if you are an average person, do an average dowry party. If your wife as a youth, amejua, kuna jamaa alikuwa kwa WhatsApp group, alitoa 50,000 kukusupport kwa dowry. Sindio? Na wewe kama munene, huyu bibi yako anajua wewe ulitoa 10,000 peke yake. Huyo bibi ni wanani?
Ongewa ni rais.
Sasa kugongeana kuna kuja. Kita kumngongongwa.
Now, Daktari, these young couples, now we've seen these people after wameingia kwa ndoa, you've said that they are prone to divorce. Wengi wao huwa wanakuja wanaachana. Reasons for divorcing ziko mingi. And I want us to focus on the in-laws issue, which is a very big issue that most of these young couples say this is a reason as to why tumeachana. Mother-in-law, father-in-law, hakunipenda, and those things to do with the in-laws. Of course, you've heard the stories. I mean, what do you say? What's your take when it comes to divorce, or rather divorces caused by the in-law issue to these young couples?
Now, let me tell you, Munene. I need to tell the youths who are now my younger brothers and my younger sisters that when you get married, the Bible says that a woman will leave their family and a man will leave their family. So I don't understand why people allow their marriages to be interfered by in-laws. Personally, I don't understand, because I left my parents, right? He left his parents. So why are his parents trying to get into our details and he's not protecting? You understand, eh? So one thing that I always say categorically, if you see a marriage ending because of in-laws, the two spouses allowed it. Because if my mother starts interfering with my husband, I'm supposed to defend my husband. If the mother starts interfering with me, he is supposed to protect me.
When do you know things have gotten out of hand when it comes to in-laws? Unajuanga aje sasa hapa kimeumana, sasa hapa nafaa sasa nitoke sasa?
Don't even wait for it, kiumane. Put boundaries. When you get married, understand you are grown-ups. Keep lanes. This is your wife. Keep lanes between your wife and your sisters. Keep lanes between your wife and your mother. That is why, because I do cake matron most of the times, I don't like this message where parents come and they start saying that tumepata mtu wa kutuchotea maji. I cancel that statement immediately.
Kuoshea maini.
Huyo si mtu wa kuwachotea maji, huyo ni bibi wa kijana yako. Si mtu wa kuwachotea maji, sababu even before she came, mlikuwa mnachota maji. Na kama hamkuwa mnachota, mkae vile mlikuwa mnakaa. You understand?
Kama bado before hajakuja.
Si before akuje mlikuwa mnakunywa maji. Si mlikuwa mnapika. How comes now when this lady has gotten married by this son of yours who is maybe in the university, and this girl comes home, she's pregnant, so she has been brought home so that the husband can continue with the education. Why are you making this girl do everything? The husband must put lanes. Na ndio maana nimesema Munene, get married when you have something to sustain your family. Wacha kuchukua bibi upelekee mama yako. Haujaoa kwa sababu ya mama yako. Wacha kuchukua bibi unampelekea mama yako ati achungwe. You are not a child. chunga bibi yako. You understand? Like me, I have one belief. When I went to deliver my 3 kids, because I'm blessed with 3 children, 3 biological and 1 adopted, I want to say that I cannot believe that I'm supposed to be taken to the maternity by anybody else apart from my husband. This is his baby. So why am I making my mother-in-law get tired? You understand? So from the beginning, put lanes, work about daddies. You understand? Wacheni kuingia kitchen moja kama ushajua hawa watu ni wa emotions. Kama umeona siku ya pili umeamshwa na umeambiwa upike ugali. Like, let me give you a very practical example, Monene. I come from a family of 2 kids. Us, a whole family is 4. My mom, my dad and us, me and my late brother. So sasa nikaolewa kwa mboma that is of 10 key children. How do I cook that ugali?
Na umezoea kupikia watu 4.
Nimezoea kupikia watu 4. And remember, we are 2. So mimi nashikwa kama mayai. I'm the only daughter. I'm the last born. You understand? So nikienda niolewe place kuna watu 10. Uko sure nitapika ugali ya watu 10? Tuongee tu kweli.
Sasa watasema wewe si wife material sasa.
Thank you. I'm not a wife material because I'm not married by them. I'm married by their son. I can be able to cook ugali of 2 people plus my children.
Kwa hivyo wife material is not weighed by how you treat the family members as well.
I don't become a wife material because I'm not their wife. This is my mother. I'm not a wife to my mother-in-law. You understand? I'm a wife to my husband. And if I'm able to cook food for my husband, if I'm able to cook even noodles for my husband,
to spaghetti,
and my husband is not
just simple spaghettis.
You know, my husband is not complaining. So why should my mother-in-law come in the house and storm like she wants to teach me how to cook for my husband? Why is this interference? If the husband needed matoke, let them continue eating matoke. As we have noodles and eggs and we sleep.
Daktari, tupikie chapati. Tupikie daktari, tuonyeshe unajua kijana yetu hataenda kulala njaa.
Who said that my husband needs chapatis? Who said? And let me even ask you, Munene, what is the difference between bought chapatis and cooked chapatis?
The difference in mali zinatoka.
Exactly. So why do you want to complicate your life? That's why I always say, youths, unamunisikize vizuri. Marry and leave your father's home. Marry and leave your father's home. That is how your wife will be respected. That is how your family will respect your wife. Your wife will be respected ukimweka mbali na in-laws. Kwa sababu ukimleta hapo, they will start seeing a maid out of her. You understand? You see, like if you get married by people who are in the house, na kuna watu wanafanya vibarua huko nyumbani. Unajua utaambiwa upike lunch because your husband has to eat.
Yeah, sure.
That is why I advise youth. Mimi sijui hii kazi ya lazima mpike na in-laws ilitoka wapi. Wewe chomoka na ujipikie. Ndio sana.
Daktari, utavunja boma hapa nje. Daktari, utavunja boma.
Well, let me ask you, Monene. Let me just ask you. When I get married, and especially very young marriages, Monene, I don't need to wake up very early. It's my first month of marriage. I'm in honeymoon. So when you people give me the burden of cooking tea for every family member, then I'm supposed to wake up at 5. Life will start becoming difficult my first day of marriage. Okay. You understand? So what we are trying to say, I don't mean that we are not supposed to assist in-laws. No, I'm not on that. You can help them. You can do the meals. You can even wash your in-laws' clothes. By the way, your father and mother, maybe those who are sick, or if there is no one, you can do that. I don't say that that is wrong. But what I want to say is, let it not be. It is the need of the day. No, it can't be the norm of the day, because sometimes I want to rest. Again, I'm pregnant. You understand? Sasa nikipata mimba na sitaki kusikia kitunguu. Unajua heri tukiwa kwa nyumba na mzee wangu, because nitamwambia haki sisikii kitunguu. Am I going to go and tell my mother-in-law that sisikii harufu ya kitunguu sitaki?
Unarudishwa kesho. Utarudishwa.
Na si hata anakuuliza kwani niwe wa kwanza kubeba mimba.
Tulikuwepo.
Tulibeba 5. Wewe unabeba kaka moja alafu unataka kuleta drama gani? But your husband can understand. You understand? So I want to tell the youths, the best way to come out of family wrangles is by living away from the family.
Na umesema daktari kwamba si lazima mtu angoje mpaka aone red flags. Lakini sasa kuna watu wanasema kwamba utatuletea. Unajua kwamba by the most of these African families, sorry to say, I come from them, I've come from one of the African families. Most of them wanakuaga utatuletea mtu lini, tuone kama kona uwezo, tumuone. Na ukisikia kumuona, it is usually like it's like a test, it's like wanaekwa kwa test. And they've been complaining so much. Actually, one of them was talking to me and was telling me their friend divorced their husband kwa sababu wakati walienda kwa kina bwana aliambiwa ende ataosha. Kunakuwa na zile when there are those ceremonies aliambiwa ende ataosha ile maini na nini, hizo nyama za ndani hizo za mbuzi na nini. So the wife felt offended. I mean, kwani are there some duties that a newly married wife should not do akienda kwa kina mzee, kwa in-laws, ama is there a boundary?
Let me tell you, Munene, let even these young ladies understand their value. Let them understand their value. Because if you don't understand your value, you'll be messed. You'll be messed. Let me give you a very practical example. When I got married, I'm married to a pastor. And when I was very young in marriage, the church members thought I'm their property. So they are supposed to use me the way they want. Every time they have a function in their homes, I'm supposed to go there and assist them to cook.
Like it's your responsibility.
Oh yes, I'm under them. I'm under them and I'm supposed to do what they want. Now I'm not in-laws, now it's the church. So kila mtu ako na shetani wake. So and I sat down after some years and I said, all right. So am I married to my husband or I'm married to church? And from that time, I became a very bad handicap. I didn't become a handicap because of choice. I became a handicap because I realized I'm going to forget myself. So you can give in so much to your in-laws, you forget yourself. So what I would want to say, when we go home, unless you are the only one, kama kuna co-wives wale mumeolewa na brothers, tuseme kuna brothers watatu, you are the three of you, share responsibilities. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu mimi niliolewa tu juzi, mimi ndio naambiwa nioshe matumbo. Me, I will tell them categorically, I've never washed matumbos in our home. You understand, eh? Again also, media is one thing that I do. Because I don't like doing those nasty jobs. I don't like. So what I do when we come to slaughtering of goats, mimi napeleka kwa kichinjio. I pay. Me, I'm a wise person.
Naambia utalipia hiyo.
Nasema ipelekwe na ninalipa mtu wa kichinjio, na mwambia hata hiyo matumbo ikuje ukiwa umenioshea. Because I don't want that. And
you also still don't want conflict between you and them.
You see, I don't want them to realize like I'm proud. You understand, eh? Again, try to si utafute mtu wa kupika chapo. Si wewe uliambiwa upike. Na si wakile wanataka ni chapo. Na si uulizie from the village who is very good at cooking chapos. Na si you spare your 500 shillings. Si umwambie come to my house. Kwani watajua ni wewe unapika chapo ama si wewe? Si ni chapo utawapelekea. You understand, eh? So try to ease your life, but try to stay far. I must tell the youths, very few in-laws are habitable.
So kila mtu.
In-laws can be difficult, especially if you are married by the breadwinner. That is another challenge. If this son was the breadwinner of the family, yeye ndiye anangojewa afunze sister zake, yeye ndiye anangojewa afunze brother zake, I tell you.
So this means automatically you become an enemy of that family if you don't take care.
If you don't take care of them, they will see you are an enemy because you have blocked us from what we have been getting. You understand? My husband has been taking 5 liters of oil. Now, after marriage, is anapunguza. So nani amefanya apunguze? Sini huyo kimwanamke kimeolewa hapo. An intruder. Hata unaambiwa ati umeanza kuwakosanisha na familia. Just because your husband used to go to the brother every evening. Sasa akioa kwani ataenda kila jioni kwa brother yake? Ataenda aje? You understand? That's why I have said, act as the Bible. When we talk about the effect of the in-laws, if we put boundaries and then we love those parents, life becomes easy. But never divorce because of in-laws unless mulikuwa mnatafuta sababu ya kuachana.
Daktari, kwa hivyo kuna watu wanajitafutia sababu wanasema hiyo tutaikelea, tunaibandika in-laws. Now, daktari, as we try to fix things here concerning in-laws and how they've affected many marriages outside here, we've talked about the girl child. Now let's look into the boy child. We've had crisis, we've had issues whereby the boy child anasema in-laws kutoka upande wa msichana, they are interfering with the marriage. I mean, how do you say of that?
I want to say this just like I have just said. It is the responsibility of the girl to protect the man.
Lakini siku hizi wanasema acha aibike ili ajue hata.
Why when you embarrass your man, you are embarrassing yourself? I thought you are one. So tukijua the very inner things of your husband, we are knowing you. You understand, eh?
And should how can the wife defend the man? Because you see, the wife of today, the woman of today, I'm sorry to say, is not the woman of yesterday. When it comes to mambo ya moso, when it comes to finance, they say my money is my money, your money is our money. And sometimes tumekuwa na issues, unaona wameenda maybe ni rorashio na msichana anajua vizuri the man is not well up kimfuko, but anamwacha tu anaibika tu mbele ya wazazi ama nini. I mean, should it work like that? Ama how should we take this? I mean,
let me tell you, Munene, unless you are marrying an opportunist or you are marrying a thief, let me put it very well, not even an opportunist, you are marrying a thief. Before you go for dowry negotiations, your wife must understand your ability. Then she sits down with one of the aunties. She explains the status of the boyfriend that she's bringing in. That auntie, my man ameweka 50,000. Hatuna kitu ingine. Mkituitisha more than that, the truth is hatutakuwa nayo. Tuko na mbuzi watatu. So please, hata kama watakuwa mbuzi 6, mkubali to negotiate. Hizo zingine tunaweza tukaleta, lakini ile mnaweza punguza na muache, mufanye hivyo. You understand, eh? So what I want to say is, when you're going for dowry negotiations, don't just say you are going for dowry negotiations and you've not asked your wife whether they have talked with the family. You understand? Another advice I want to give the youths, before you go for dowry negotiations as a group, tuma mzee kwanza. Wazee wangapi? 2. Wacha waende wakae chini na hiyo familia. They will have a rough idea of what you expect during the dowry negotiations. You understand, eh? Because those wazees, they will speak on your behalf. All right? Again also, I want to blame you now here, Munene, the youths. Munataka vitu za juu sana. Munene, najua kwenu. I know you are home. Munene, ni za nini Range Rover unatutafutia za green ati za kukomboa Nairobi kahaya? Najua kwenu. Si ndio?
Set standard, daktari. Daktari, we need to set standard.
Are you setting standard without money?
Nataka tuonekane hatujaishiwa sana.
All right. Set that standard, get those Range Rovers, get those Prados and have money.
Tusifake.
Sababu hiyo ndio shida yenu sasa. Youths, you love faking things. Mumenunua manguo sijui zinakaaje, uko mpaka ati na sijui ni walking stick, unaingia kwa adhoni ni kama uko ni kwako. Leave this drama. Okay. Leave this drama. Okay. If you have no power, don't try to show like you have power. Because as in-laws, if I am your in-law, I will gauge you according to the way you come. You understand, eh? So if you are an average person, do an average dowry party. You don't need an MC that will be paid 50,000. You don't need, you don't need. Do your dowry negotiations according to your ability. According to your ability. Wacha kutaka kutuonyesha that we uko sawa. We unavaa hapo kama oga, you want to show the community that unataka kuacha, you want to leave a legacy. You want to leave a legacy and you've left 10,000 in the house. What legacy are you leaving? Unatuacha tukikutusi. Na tunauliza hizo pesa walinunua nazo manguo si wangeweka kwa bahasha watupatie. Because at the end of it all in Kenya, it is men who pay dowry. We must accept that. That is the culture. You understand, eh? Apart from the, I guess the Hindus or something. So what I want to say is manage yourself. Make sure that you are going as per your status. Another problem that I want to blame the youth, then I'm a mother of teenagers, so I'm not blaming those ones without mind. No. But what I want to say is wanarika hamtaki kukubali vile mko. You want to fake things. Let me warn you, Monene, when we are in this platform, and every other youth who is listening to me, as a gentleman, never do a WhatsApp for dowry negotiations.
Group, tusitengeneze group, tusiunde group ya mchango,
labda ya kuokota pesa ya kukomboa magari, ya kupika, ya kununua nguo. But whatever you take to your in-law, let it be your own sweat.
Tusichange dowry.
Let it be your own sweat, because this is not a community wife. Let me ask you, Monene, if your wife as a youth amejua kuna jamaa alikuwa kwa WhatsApp group alitoa 50,000 kukusupport kwa dowry, si ndio? Na wewe kama Monene, huyu bibi yako anajua wewe ulitoa 10,000 peke yake, huyo bibi ni wanani?
The eyes have it. Unasema hapo daktari, kugongewa ni rahisi.
Sasa kugongeana kuna kuja. Sababu si lazima ushukuru, ni kushukuru Monene. Ai, si kwa ubaya. Huyu mtu ndiye alinioa akapea bwana yangu ruhusa tukae na yeye. You understand, eh? So please, you can do a WhatsApp group. I have no problem with the WhatsApp group, eh? But let it be used for shopping, let it be used for transport, let it be used for... But whatever you are going to give inside as a bride price for your wife, let it be your own sweat. Na bibi yako ajue wewe ndio umerashia, wewe ndio umetoa mahali.
Hata ili ukakope bank uko like...
Ukitaka ufanye whatever wherever. But you must understand that it is you who needs a wife. Jenga confidence ya bibi yako kutoka hapo. If you can be able to pay a bride price for me, then you can be able to take this family very, very far.
Now that we've known that kugongeana na kugongewa is constant and we've know where it began, daktari, umesema kwamba sisi ndio tunajipatia chance ya kugongewa na kugongeana is because tulijiruhusu kuchangisha dowry pale kwa WhatsApp. Now, as we conclude, kwa sababu this is a very, very, very long topic.
And by the way, Monene, hii ya kugongewa na kugongeana si ya mama peke yake, hata mwanaume. Wewe bibi uko hapo unatafuta pesa, hakuna kitu umepatia mzee, hata hujamsupport, hata kama ni chakula peke yake usilipe rurashio, lakini chakula si umsupport na 10,000. Kuna mwanamke mwingine hapo nje alipatia jamaa wako some 20-30,000 akamwambia wewe jisote na hii kitakungongongo.
So now, daktari, tukiwa hapa because we were discussing issues to do with the in-laws, yeah. I want us to conclude it at that high note, which I believe that tutaendeleza hii conversation, yes. And I want us to continue with this conversation as much as I can. We were discussing issues to do with the in-laws, and as we conclude, I would want to know, is it a responsibility of the girlfriend, is it a responsibility of the wife to help the husband when it comes to hizo mambo za dowry ili kumficha aibu kwa in-laws, because tunaongelea issue ya in-laws? Is it a responsibility? Does the wife has a responsibility?
Ebu nikuulize Munene, si wewe ndio unaenda kuoa? Yes. It is the man. You know your level. Why do you want to go and exaggerate things?
You know, waone bibi ajaenda kuteseka.
Let me ask you, why are you carrying 500 people? For what? Who said that a dowry negotiation you can't go with 10 people? Na yishe, na ikue tu sawa. So kama level yako ni 50,000, use that 50,000. So ambia bibi, mimi nitakuja na wazee wangapi? Wawili. Na nyinyi muita wazee wangapi? Wawili. Wakati Mungu atatujalia tutaita community. You understand? That is why tuko na marriage baka huko kwa nini? Kwa registrars of marriages. Ndio? Kwa sababu kuna watu wengine hatutaweza kutengeneza maharusi kubwa. You understand? Eh? So I want to say this, men, please don't be helped by anybody to pay bride price, including your wife.
Sasa watanificha aibu aje? Sasa haya atanificha aibu aje sasa kwa in-laws kama hawezi akanisaidia kulipa dawari?
Na kwa nini uko na aibu? Ni kwa sababu unataka kumeza what cannot fit in your mouth. You understand? So huyu bibi kwa nini anasema muende mkiwa watu wengi na anajua ability yako? Basi kama anataka kitu kubwa si aingilie kati. You understand what I mean? Eh? But mkikubali kwenda na level yenu, simuite hapa jioni, muende mseme hii aka kambuzi tumeleta tuwekeeni. Si kuna kitabu? Why do you have a book for dowry? It's because you can do it the longest time. You understand? Eh? So I want to encourage my sons and my younger brothers, wacheni kujiua. Wacheni kujiua. Go as per your ability. But pesa ya rurashio dawari, nataka nirudie tena, usikubali kusaidiwa na mtu. Usikubali. Oa bibi yako. Anaweza akanunua chakula, anaweza akanunua zile nguo mtavaa, but ile pesa itapeanwa ndani. Wacha ikue, it is your sweat. Ile pesa ilienda kwa wazee, wacha ikue, it is your ability. That is what I
mean. Eh?
Yes, tents na nini hivyo.
Okay.
But
okay.
Ya ndani.
Thank you so much. That has been Dr. Namu oozing knowledge right here on Munene Digital. This is The Fix. I hope and I look forward to have this conversation. Comment down and let me know whether you want us to continue with the same conversation, because I know it's a very, very long conversation. Daktari hatuwezi tukaimalizia hapa. I hope next time we'll have a chance to look at it on a wider and a broad-based way, so that tuangalie maneno yote ya in-laws, because the in-laws effect is a really, really huge topic to cover. Until next time, this has been The Fix with me, Munene, and this is Munene Digital.